Hi guys! So I'm making this video basically as an apology for not posting for forever on my blog. I'm really sorry. No, not really. And also, this is kind of a special occasion. What day is it today?
The 5th.
It's December 5th. Yesterday was December 4th, which means that we've all been here for 3 months now, and that means that a third of our year is already over, and that's kind of freaking amazing.
Oh my god.
What?
That's crazy.
I know, it's crazy. So in this video, I basically interviewed a bunch of my classmates, and I just asked them like what they've learned these past 3 months. J'espère que tout le monde aime ce vidéo. I just said a French thing.
Woo!
Okay, so things that I've learned how to navigate myself in an entirely new culture. I've learned how to make a bunch of food types that I've never been able to make before, like pear tarts. And I've eaten bunny rabbit. So, yeah.
Well, I've learned that you have to like put priorities, like you have to set things in perspective, and also that the French are like very, very different from Americans, and it's really, really cool to see the world from like another point of view. I also learned like a lot about myself actually, which is really funny, considering I'm not in like an environment that I'm usually in. So I think that's pretty cool.
That the eggs are different, that butter's different, that people here they have completely different attitudes about the world and about school. Also, the ways of learning are really different here, even in like the English and math classes, because I'm used to having the same teachers teaching the same way in the same classrooms, and here it's so different, and I really like it here.
It's really different here, like starting with school. Our schedule is different every day, which I'm not used to. So it's pretty hard to like plan my time because not every class meets every day, and I have like blocks of 2 hours of free time. And also like during our free time we can just like walk around. There's a park nearby, the Parc de Tabor, and you can study over there or just sit and look at all the flowers.
I have been at SYA 3 months now. It's actually kind of freaky because it's a third of the way through the year. It doesn't feel like it's gone very fast. I know it didn't go fast what was happening, but it seems like it went really fast, so it's kind of freaky. Like the classes we don't have a lot of homework. We just have a ton of studying. It's mainly studying. It's awful. I have learned that on Tuesdays when I take the bus home, I need to go to the stop before it so I can get a seat on the bus, and I don't have to learn to hate all the French kids on the bus because it's so crowded. I'm gonna get super fat if I keep on going to Carrefour like I do. That's what I've learned.
As these 3 months have passed by, well, really, really quickly, I've started to realize that the one thing that I was really worried about the most was that I wasn't going to be speaking enough French, and I found myself speaking a lot of English with my friends, but I've realized that I feel so much better with my French now that I've been here for this long, and it's just the most incredible feeling in the world to be sitting at the table with my host family, eating dinner, and jumping into their conversations and actually understanding. Because at the beginning I found that I liked to contribute, but I didn't always understand, and now I'm able to do both, and it's just like the best feeling in the world.
I've learned how to take showers that are about 2 minutes long, because if not, it just becomes really, really cold and you can't do anything. So you kind of have to like shampoo your hair before, and then shave all legs in the sink. You really learn how to regulate your layers, because it will be freezing cold in the morning to get to school, and then suddenly the bus is just like 80 degrees. So you have to learn how to layer. You make a lot of friends. I have learned how to laugh at myself after making plenty of errors. For example, I just accidentally told the director that I'm going to my boyfriend's house. Accidentally. I don't know. Yeah.
I learned that much to my mother's happy feelings, I know how to clean.
and vacuum. She was really stoked when I told her I learned how to vacuum. Did it yesterday during my sick day. It was pretty great. I learned that I think I'm more silly when I talk in French because I don't know what I'm talking about the majority of the time. I'm like flailing a lot, and like all the teachers comment on it, and like my host dad's comment on it like every single night since I've got here. I've learned that I can tolerate news in French, which is kind of cool because like news in English is pretty boring. The French are less intimidating than you would think, but they all wear those jackets with the fur hoods on them, and I don't really like them. I don't know, maybe that's me being mean. And they smoke a lot, but you know, it's cool. It's whatever makes them happy.
Pretty much what I've learned is kind of this whole sense of awareness. I mean, that's a large thing to have learned in 3 months, and I don't think I'm all the way there. But I'm learning about what's going on in Syria, what's going on in my own country, kind of what's going on with me. And I think if I had stayed at home, I really wouldn't have ever gotten that same perspective. So I think that's, I mean, it's an invaluable thing that I've learned. And it's not about the French culture or the French community or the country itself. It's just kind of more an awareness of like the world around me and the world within me. So that's what I got.
I've learned a lot of things. One of them is that when you are on the bus, you have to, even if you push the stop button, the bus will not stop, so you have to push the open door button, otherwise the bus will keep going. I learned that lesson the hard way. You have never felt so good when you realize you understood an entire French movie or an entire rapid French conversation. Like that feeling, you will not feel that in the United States.
You have to take people into account, and that life isn't about you. That sounds really vain, but yeah. When you arrive here, France just exists for you, but it doesn't, because a million other people are here who think the same thing. So France always has to exist with or without you. And when I came here, they're like, wow, they have lives without me. And that was something took me a while to learn. I thought it was pretty cool. Also, the people that I've met here are very different in terms of like their personalities and everything, but they're all extremely creative, and I'm kind of like me. I don't know. I think it's been an amazing experience so far. I just want to actually start doing what I said and what I think I've been wanting to do instead of just waiting for it to happen to me.
I have learned how to communicate with like no vocabulary. I've also learned how to run on like no sleep, and I've learned how to do lots of homework in a really short amount of time, really late at night, and not sleeping.
Friendships kind of work differently here because we're all we've become family really quick, and I just remember on Thanksgiving sitting with a bunch of people, and it just felt so natural even though we've only been here 3 months. It's kind of incredible how just sort of the culture and the environment and everything has worked together to make us a family in just 3 months.
After 3 months, I've learned that, well, I just had a concert now, so I've learned that music is a pretty universal language, because it was pretty cool just joining an orchestra in France. Yeah, I don't know, I'm enjoying France a lot.
Hey, I'm Gunnar, and I learned about what it's like to go to an all-girls school, basically. There are 60 girls here and 13 guys. Like Kate, yeah, she's a girl. It's tough. It's a lot more estrogen than I'd like to be around, but I guess that's France.
It smells like girls.
Right,
Yeah,
all the time.
all the time.
Yeah.
We even took over the boys'
You guys took over
bathroom.
the boys' bathroom. I just can't do it anymore.